We can skip over Ken giving fake thanks for the modicum of success his last video had.
But during that video, I said, hey, McDonald's has got brand new donuts.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, princess. A fan of yours told you about the donuts weeks ago during a member chat, and you acknowledged it, but obviously don't remember. So instead you tell us you came up with the idea all by yourself, further proving just how unscrupulous and disingenuous you are.
And I think they're only available in Canada, so I said I'm gonna go and do a standalone McDonald's McDonuts.
These are not called McDonuts, princess. All advertising of them refers to them as Little Donuts. L-I-L. Just because it is a McDonald's product doesn't mean you have to put Mick in front of it. I mean, it is not called a McQuarter Pounder or Quarter McPounder, right? Or a Big McMac.
I'm not a huge Boston cream donut.
You aren't a huge Boston cream donut, eh? That is what you just said. Sort of left out a rather important word to make this sentence actually make total sense. How you said you were telling us you were a giant cream-filled donut. Look at that lovely beer belly and cheeseburger graveyard on full display. Why do you find this shot so appealing to use, princess? Walking and fiddling with the mask just makes your video look ridiculous, as the scene adds absolutely nothing to the context of the video.
Hello, how are you? Alright, can I get the 6 donuts? All different except we'll do this one double. Hopefully have one of each.
This is the first time Princess taps on the glass case.
So there's only, is there 5 different ones though? 1, 2, 3, 4, we're missing. Oh, okay, that's the one that's missing. I guess I'll grab another of this one.
Now, he does it a second time. One thing places have asked people to do is to try and limit or avoid touching surfaces. Not only did our princess do that twice, but he was also putting his camera down around the restaurant so he could film from different angles. His camera was not sterile.
And I just remembered there's another McDonald's at the Walmart.
As soon as he said Walmart, I was laughing my ass off as I knew what was about to happen.
Looks like they're closed. This is the closest one.
Princess was not at all pleased by this turn of events. It made me feel kind of good inside. Seeing as Princess has treated this pandemic so poorly, the fact he didn't know these locations were all closed is priceless.
Hi, could I get one strawberry-filled donut, please? That's it, thank you. Thank you. So, one donut here in Canada is $1.05. Big bucks, big bucks.
While I can agree that the price is a bit steep, the fact is Princess likes to be cheap, as we all know. Quibbles all the time over a milkshake being roughly 50 cents more than other places. Complains about a freshly made $6 burger being not worth it compared to a Big Mac that is now around $7 before tax.
And then over here, the donuts are actually 99 cents plus 4 cents tax.
So, in my last video, where Princess ate the items cashiers at restaurants weren't fans of, Princess said, "I didn't just want to buy a donut on my Visa." So Princess bought someone a coffee. Well, if you look at this receipt, Princess put $1.04 on his Visa. The Fruit Loops donut was $1.99 or $2.09 after tax. I also like how all the numbers confuse Princess, and Princess said 4 cents tax when it was 5 cents. A mistake is still a mistake.
Caramel cream.
Wrong, Princess. That is not the caramel cream. That would be the maple caramel.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect. Good thing it's not my responsibility to educate you.
All right, so let's do this one first. And you can see a little pop mark there, and I guess that's where all the caramel's hidden inside.
Roll the montage.
No shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock!
No shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's not bad.
So, if it is not bad, then does that mean it is good? This is sort of like the half-assed response someone gives when a woman asks, "Does this make me look fat?"
It's like a yeast donut. It's almost a cross between a yeast and a cake donut.
I have never seen any place offer a hybrid donut that combines the two types. So to say that is asinine. Okay, and for anyone who didn't believe me about that zit, look where his finger is pointing. I won't zoom in on it today or show that clip from the movie.
Check out all that filling. It's not too sweet. And the filling is just like, it's like pudding.
Oh, Princess. You're really going to make me roll that clip today, huh?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I like that one. So far, that's my favorite.
Oh, how original to say it was your favorite and give a cheesy grin, given it is the only one you have tried thus far, Princess. Pandering at its finest.
You are an idiot.
Let's move on to the sprinkle. That's not bad too. I was thinking when I was back at the first McDonald's, I just accepted what she said. I should have said, well, can't you make any more? Like that, they're supposed to be making them all day long, are they not?
Here is a little secret for you, Princess. All they do is take them out of a plastic tray like you would find other donuts in at a grocery store and place them in the basket in the display cases. I watched an employee do that when I was in there ordering. Although they were out of sprinkle donuts when I went, and I didn't want to bother asking them to make some more. as they were quite busy. Granted, I'm also far more courteous and considerate as opposed to being passive-aggressive about it in a video later on.
And I thought of that after I went to the second McDonald's and I was driving past the first McDonald's, and I'm like, silly, I should have just waited. All right. So this one, nice yeast donut. Obviously nothing in the middle. Not too sweet. Everybody loves sparkles.
Guess Princess must have been one of those kids in elementary school who ate paste and sparkles.
Sprinkles. Let's cleanse the palate.
Stealing Eric Surf 6's bits, eh? Seems that is what you do. You take all these little bits from other bigger YouTubers and just try to pass it off as your own brilliant ideas.
Show the logo.
And then you almost forgot to do one of your own lame bits that really makes little sense. Just gotta love it when he does the fake and exaggerated sounds.
Okay, let's move to the one we just got. This should be the strawberry filled. That's good.
Princess barely gave it a chance before deciding to moan and say it was good.
Like jelly, jam in the middle. Some things I always look out for is that aftertaste. And let me take another bite just to make sure.
Oh, so now you are realizing you were wrong with your initial rush to judgment, eh? So you want to play it up as if you just came to that conclusion after a brief moment to reconsider.
Yeah, it has a slight aftertaste to it. It's good. It does taste like jam. It's okay. It's probably my least favorite so far.
Well, that was so helpful to just say it was okay. Probably your least favorite, even though you initially said it was good. If he was still giving actual ratings, he would have still given it a go out and get it now for sure.
And I'm going to do the Boston cream next because I think the apple fritter is going to be my favorite. There's your Boston cream. It's got like 2 different kinds of chocolate on it. Probably like a milk chocolate and then a dark chocolate drizzle. Let's do it.
Nope, it is not a milk and dark chocolate. It is just straight up chocolate for both, according to their website. You actually think McDonald's would spend the money to use multiple types of chocolate? Oh boy, Ken.
I'm going to have to eat the whole thing just to make sure. Because again, there's supposed to be custard in the middle. And that's what I need to... If that makes or breaks a Boston cream for me. It's a nice mild custard. There's nothing too funky about it, which is some other places have some weird recipe and it just doesn't taste like it should be custard. It tastes like something else, just like a bad pudding. But this isn't bad. McDonald's, you did a good job on this one. I'm happily impressed.
Leave it to someone with a track record of having a very questionable palate as liking something and being impressed. Is it good? Yes, I'll admit it is decent for what it is. Granted, I am not a big fan of Boston cream donuts overall, but I'm more of a Long John type a person, which has a vanilla cream for filling.
I'm just waiting to to see if it has that aftertaste that I don't like. But it is good. McDonald's. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. McDonald's Boston cream donuts. You can get a thumbs up from me. Now let's see if this one takes the cake. I think it will. Look at all that icing on there. Frosting. Let's do it.
That is neither frosting nor icing, Princess. That is what is known as a glaze. Once again, showing us how you truly lack even the fundamentals of food.
Yep.
Yep, that was so fake. All he would have tasted in that split second was the sugar from the glaze as it hit his tongue. Sorry, Princess, but there is not a chance in hell you registered enough information to get an informed opinion that quickly. You do this way too often. It is like the boy who cried wolf with you.
Yeah, that's the best one right there. Cinnamon, apple, sugar.
Terrible fake apple aftertaste. Guess people with shitty palates love the shitty food items. I'm an apple fritter fan, but I do not care for this one at all. Better than the horrible ones you get at Walmart, but that is not saying much. I could tell you where to get one of the best apple fritters around. They are actually made fresh daily, are huge, and even at $3.50, unless their prices have gone up, are definitely worth every penny. However, I won't tell you, as I don't want you to go there.
I can't tell if that's apple or maybe raisins on there too.
I can't think of any chains that have apple fritters that include raisins in them. A honey bun, sure, but not an apple fritter. I know Tim Hortons doesn't do that, although that was clearly a piece of apple.
I'll have to eat that one last because I want to get rid of this one. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my favorite. It has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, and that's what I'm not liking about it. So if they actually put real, let's say, Edie Smith's jam inside it, it would get a huge thumbs up from me. But the filling McDonald's use is just some kind of like generic strawberry filling that I just is not agreeing with me. Sorry, McDonald's.
Bitter? As I've said time and time again, Princess has no idea when it comes to food. I said what was wrong with the filling and why I was not a fan, and bitter was not it. Love how you pander to McDonald's so that they don't hate you for saying you didn't like something, even though you tried to say it was still good. See, that is proof that all he wants is sponsorship to make money from companies, and he won't give you an actual honest review. This is why governments have made it so that people with influence have to disclose if they are being paid to speak about something, as otherwise in the past they wouldn't be transparent about it. Although, notice how Princess doesn't get any sponsors for videos similar to other channels? I can't recall him ever having a video sponsor. I should add that by video sponsor, I don't mean some sort of collaboration with a company. I mean a company that pays him to do a little advert for a product before his video, like Ridge Wallets, for example.
But I'm just telling you like it is.
Sure you are. I think my last voiceover point covered this well enough.
Let's do this last one. Cheers to everyone. Thanks to all the support on my channel. And thanks for loving my videos.
Princess Ken is like the Invader V of Twitch. Another GTA area streamer with self-entitlement issues and arrogance that knows no bounds. A few months back, early in the pandemic, she ranted about how people who watched her stream and didn't subscribe for $5 per month were freeloading cheapskates, and there was nothing anyone could say to dissuade her of that mindset. Maybe the two of them should collab, as they seem to have very similar opinions.
Alright guys, as you can see, I'm loving the McDonald's donuts, except for that strawberry one, but all the other ones are fantastic. I hope that they launch them soon in other countries like the UK and the United States. I feel privileged as a Canadian to get them first here in Canada.
Right.
If you love these videos and you want to show your support for me doing these videos just for you, hit it with a thumbs up, ding, 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 ding. But if you're hungry for more, check out this awesome playlist over here, and I'll see you over there.
Well, that was a rather pointless video. Princess driving all over to find all 5 donuts to then eat them and say how great most of them were. Even though, as I said, these are just packaged donuts that you would find in the grocery store, and he seems to think they are baked fresh. Tim Hortons doesn't even bake donuts anymore. They are mass-produced in a factory and trucked to the store refrigerated or frozen and then just brought to room temperature. The fact that Princess immediately reacted to the strawberry donut before doing a quick about face on it, and then was even quicker to react to the apple fritter, just again shows how staged his content truly is and how meritless the opinions are. Can't even call him a food reviewer anymore, as he doesn't review the items. He just eats it, says a few choice words, gives some fake appreciation and thanks, and then sits back to watch the views and how much money he can make off a video. All the while dreaming for the day that the Canadian and United States border is reopened so he can get back to truck stop loitering and eating questionable gas station foods. I am once again happy that y'all enjoyed my previous Tiguan Trespasser video. I personally felt it wasn't as great as the McDonald's one, but that could have been due to what Princess gave me to work with. Still, it has surprised me that it is now the #1 video on the channel as far as views are concerned based on active time, although the gap is narrowing a little bit. Please keep hitting that like button, dropping those comments, and if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing to the channel if you feel so inclined. We are now over 3/4 of the way through the watch hour portion and getting closer and closer to the halfway point for subscribers as far as applying for monetization goes. As I continually say, the AdSense is not what I am after. It is the community tab features. It would be so helpful to be able to reach out to the KDCC either for KDDE related things or for making mention of others in the community. The next video will be a wee bit different. I opted to do something to poke fun at this video. I'll preface the video by saying it is meant to be over the top in absurdity, as well as production value being quite low. I don't care what any of the Domik universe or whatever the hell Princess is calling their community these days says. I've been truthful in my reactions. I've said I have a few pounds to shed. I've chronicled my own weight loss journey a bit, and yes, I have a bit of a limp on my right side due to a large cyst on the bottom of my right foot, which can be quite painful to walk on. I can take criticism, whether it's constructive or destructive, unlike Princess. At any rate, thanks for watching yet another Ken Domik dissemination expose. But until next time, KDDE out.
Bring your hunger.